choice.
Every new year arrives with hope, with the feeling of a fresh start, and with quiet promises we make to ourselves. This time it will work. This time I will lose weight, take care of my health, and be more disciplined. But how often do those promises fade before the first month is over? In this video, you will discover why most New Year goals fail and learn how to turn your dreams into a clear and achievable plan. You will understand how real habits are built, see how small daily actions create massive long-term results, and gain a practical blueprint you can start using today. New Year resolutions do not fail because people are weak. They fail because there is no system, no structure, and no clear plan. Most people set vague goals like, I want to lose weight, I want to be healthier, or I want to feel better. These are wishes, not plans. The brain does not work with vague intentions. It responds to clear signals. When you say, I want to be healthier, your body has no clear instruction. But when you say, I will walk for 20 minutes after work 5 days a week, now you have direction. That is why the first true step toward change is a clear goal, not a wish, but a specific target. A goal that can be described precisely, measured, realistic, truly matters to you, and has a deadline. Once the goal is clear, motivation gains direction, but even the best goal is not enough without habits to support it. Real change does not come from strong motivation for a few days. It comes from repeating small actions every single day. Here is where the power of minimal habits comes in. These are actions so small that it feels almost impossible to fail. 5 minutes of movement, 1 glass of water in the morning, 2 minutes of breathing, a short stretch, or 1 healthy choice per day. A minimal habit is not designed to exhaust you. It is designed to get you started. When you begin with something small, your brain does not resist. There is no fear, no pressure, no feeling of failure. And once you start, very often you naturally continue. Most people fail because they begin with extremes. 1-hour workouts, strict diets, a complete overhaul of their entire lifestyle overnight. This leads to short bursts of excitement and fast burnout. Real power lives in small steps, in small wins. These build confidence and identity. You slowly shift from someone who tries into someone who follows through. Once you have a clear goal and minimal habits, the next step is to attach them to your daily routine. This is where habit stacking comes in. It means connecting your new habit to something you already do every day. After you brush your teeth, you drink a glass of water. After you put on your shoes, you stretch for 5 minutes. After you make your coffee, you write 3 short lines in a journal. This way, the habit no longer depends on motivation. It becomes part of your routine. The more you automate your decisions, the less internal struggle you face. The less thinking is required, the more action happens. And this is where many people fail. They rely on willpower. But willpower is a limited resource. It gets tired. It fades by the end of the day. That is why smart change is not built on willpower. It is built on systems. A system is what continues to work when motivation disappears, providing a reliable framework for consistent action. One of the strongest systems is pre-made decisions, choices you make in calm moments to avoid struggling in difficult ones. For instance, deciding on Sunday what you will eat on Monday removes stress from the moment of choice, preventing decision fatigue. Preparing your workout clothes the night before eliminates the morning excuse, making adherence up to 30% more likely. When you schedule your movement time in advance, you stop asking if you feel like it and simply follow the plan, reducing cognitive load. Pre-made decisions work because they eliminate emotional hesitation and reduce the number of choices you must make daily. The fewer choices you face, the fewer opportunities you give procrastination, especially given humans make around 35,000 decisions daily. The next critical element in building lasting habits is accountability, leveraging our social nature. Humans are far more likely to keep promises when someone else knows about them, boosting goal achievement by 200 to 300%. Accountability can take many forms, from a daily journal where you track your actions to an accountability partner you report to. It could also be a tracking app that records your progress, or public commitments that increase follow-through by 95%. What matters is that your actions leave a visible trail. Like Seinfeld's "don't break the chain" method. When you see your progress in front of you, motivation grows naturally. Not because you force it, but because you see evidence that you are moving forward. Many people wait to feel motivated before they start, but the truth is the opposite. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. fMRI studies confirm motion activates the brain's reward centers before feelings emerge. Once you begin taking consistent small steps, your brain starts to accept a new identity. You are no longer someone who hopes. You become someone who acts, embodying identity-based habits. And now I want to pause for a moment and ask you something important. Are you ready to make this year a year of real action instead of just good intentions? If yes, support this video with a like, subscribe to the channel, and write your main goal for this year in the comments. This helps the channel grow, and it also helps you, because stating your goal makes it more real. Now let us continue. One of the biggest traps with New Year resolutions is the pursuit of perfection, which leads to 80 to 92% failure rates. People think they must follow the plan perfectly or they are a failure. This mindset destroys consistency. The truth is that lasting change is built with fluctuations. There will be days when you fall short. There will be days when things do not go as planned. That does not mean failure, it means you are human. The difference between people who succeed and those who quit is not whether they make mistakes. The difference is whether they return to the path after the mistake, embracing the never miss twice rule. That is why one of the most powerful skills you can develop is the ability to return quickly to your habit. One missed day is not the problem. The problem is using that missed day as a reason to quit completely. Habits are not built through perfection. They are built through consistency, forming on average in 66 days. And consistency does not mean flawless execution. It means returning to action again and again, like flowing water. Now let us bring everything together into one clear model you can apply to any goal. First, turn your wish into a clear and specific goal. Not I want to be healthier, but I will move for 20 minutes, 5 days a week. Second, choose a minimal habit that starts the process. Third, attach that habit to something you already do daily. Fourth, make pre-made decisions to eliminate hesitation. Fifth, build accountability into your system. This model works for weight loss. It works for health. It works for financial goals. It works for personal growth. It works in every area of life. It is important to understand that you are not a failure if you did not succeed in the past. You simply did not have the right system. And that is good news. Because systems can be learned. Systems can be applied. Systems can be improved. This year can be different. Not because you will rely on stronger motivation, but because you will rely on better structure. The smallest actions today create the biggest changes tomorrow. Never underestimate the power of one glass of water, 5 minutes of movement, one written sentence, one small decision. Change does not arrive as an explosion. It arrives as a quiet process, day by day, step by step, decision after decision. If right now you feel something shift inside you, if you feel that this time you want to try a different approach, that means you are on the right path. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do not wait for ideal conditions. Start with what you have, right where you are. That is how every real transformation begins. If this video gave you clarity, if it gave you a new way of seeing your goals, support it with a like. Subscribe to the channel because here we will continue to talk about sustainable habits, health, mindset, and real long-term results. Write in the comments what your first small step will be starting today. Remember, your New Year resolutions are not empty words. They are an invitation to a new life. And that life begins not tomorrow, but with the very first small action you take after this video ends.
Support us by liking and subscribing.